So we're starting talking about messaging within Odoo. So to show you why we start with that section, you just go to your login, you sign in, and what you will see is that you click here and say My Account. Now you get two options. I just stick to that company, so the Odoo, your company. As soon as you're logged in, you always start on that messaging board. At the very beginning right now, I will be very short on explaining how this works, because we will come back to that point later. Because with a working system, you get a better feeling for it. So right now it's brief information. I will do that from time to time for avoiding not to distract you, because we jump from A to B to C. We just get a strict path we will follow, and later on I will explain more about that. So important for understanding how the messaging system works is the question, where are these mysterious messages coming from? There is the first scenario where this is an internal Odoo message. That's how we could call it. To understand how this messaging works, let's have a look on the sales section. Earlier I created some customers. You don't need to do that right now. It's just to give you an example. You see that customer where you can type in all contact information and so on. But very new to me was, when I first entered that system, that you have a kind of history below that customer. So what will be tracked in that history? First of all, you see down here that I created that partner. Yeah, so you will know when this, at which point or which date this partner was entered into the typed into the system and who did it. Yeah, very important. This is something this system does automatically. The other thing is that you can write and send messages. You could write it a text, and you could also attach files if you like to. Yeah, so let's go with that one. Click send, and you will have a picture of Boris Yeltsin, for example, but I guess we don't need that for now. Please be careful with that function, because if you're working in that case with a customer or a partner contact and you send a message, this person, as soon as you have an email address right here, will receive that message as well. So be careful with customers. For that, what you would like to use is the other option, not send a message, but log an internal note, which you will have below here as well, which will be grayed a little bit. You will see that as an Odoo user, but the customer in that case won't get a notification. We will get deeper into that. And now the question is, how does this system know who will get this message and who not? Pretty simple and straightforward. This is this following functionality. As soon as you are a follower, like on Twitter, or a fan on Facebook, you will get all the information that is related to that record, to that data set. So, and it's pretty simple. You just click on add others. You type in the email address as soon as there are other users in the system than you. For right now, you just have one user, but we will change that later on. You just type in the email address, and he is automatically a follower of that data set. In this case, is a customer. But to tell you how advanced this system is, I'd like to give you some more examples. As soon as you're working with projects and tasks, every task is a kind of record or a data set. Every project is a data set. Every sales order, every delivery as well. So the idea behind that is that the system makes the messages, the relevant messages, appear where you need it. To be very clear about that following functionality and the data records, I'd like to point out a special thing, what might confuse you otherwise. I just click here. You don't need to do that, you can just watch what I'm doing right now. So you have a person here, that is not me, I just called him alter ego. This is a user of Odoo, but as I said before, this is a data set as well. So you see, when this person was created, you see that down here, and of course you can follow that user as well, like you see that right now. I'm following that person. So as soon as you follow that person, you will see everything that person does, the messages he writes, she writes, the sales orders they are working on, everything. If that really makes sense, you have to decide that. But I just wanted to point that out because otherwise people wouldn't see the users as data sets as well. So be clear on that. You can follow people in the company and you will receive everything he's working on as well. So I just cleared the inbox for now. The first scenario is that you get an internal Odoo message. The second one is that you get an email. For receiving emails, you need to set up the ingoing and outgoing email server. We will come to that point later on. You can see that in the settings section. For now, it's not relevant. You can do that, and you can reply on emails as well. But as I said before, we will be brief on that. So two scenarios. One is internal messaging, and the second one is an external message via email you will get in your inbox here.